My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. Not been pacified. I'm a piece of. It's a point of pride. I'm a super rich complaining. I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mom betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm the martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner circle. Make room for a man from the middle.
You like to dance, huh, Montra? You like to do that. You like to do the nay-nay. Oh, this shit. And watch me nay-nay. And watch me wee, and watch me nay-nay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Jackson's Redskins going up against Bryant's Cowboys. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon. Brandon and Charlie Davis.
I put color rush on. Remember, because I think I wear my color rush.
Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T
Nah,
Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Redskins.
Hey.
I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it?
You got a few wins on me in the regular league. In this little league that I can recall, you only beat me the last 2 times on the outline. You know, I was looking at you for a long time. You can pay for what you have done to my Redskins all year long. You are going to pay. Thank you for the request. Hey, Montre, what color jersey you wearing, man? Because I can't barely even see your jersey. Okay. I'm glad I got red for the blood shit. So it's been stained across your shirt. Pay for that week.
shit. I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it?
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we've got two wide receivers who love to make an impact and be #1 receivers. It's Deshaun Jackson going up against Dez Bryant. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Ezekiel
Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Slot man moves right. Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Get me mad.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
3 yards left to grab here on third down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, Cousins. Jackson's got it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards,
You
and it'll move the
you
sticks.
thought you had a friend.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so
Yeah,
anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Throwing is Cousins. Caught left side, Garcon.
Get out of here.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Second down and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll throw again. Cousins. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
In motion right, Garcon. It's Cousins. Looking for fire, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through.
I'm telling you that right now. You better remember, mark my word.
Away after the touchdown.
Mark my word.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry by Elliott.
Come on, man.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go.
Prescott now on second down. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboys touchdown. Des Bryant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the defense.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Des Bryant will bring up second down. And here is the Redskin defense.
Trent Murphy's number, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
On second down, Elliott.
Good job,
He'll
baby.
get a little hard line. The veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall, up to make the tackle.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a three-down back who could do everything.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Oh, okay. I'm going to show you his look.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It's like a good novel, man. From undrafted free agent to leading rusher for his team, the Rob Kelly story in 2016.
You're right. Matt Jones had 460. He led it by a wide margin, did Kelly, 704. The question I have for you, what do you see from Fat Rob now going forward?
I think that he can be the lead runner for them because he does an excellent job in pass protection, a skill not many backs have.
Well, I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Prescott from the gun on third, looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 28 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And here are the defensive starters. In your own position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, bro.
Debatable.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this, they've got to cover and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On third down, Cousins is going to find his running back. It's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field.
We got to go for it.
On fourth and 5.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
That's how you want to play it down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I see what kind of good part of this is. That's how you gonna play me like that? Oh my God, really?
On fourth down, they do snip. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
Huh? No. 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 Let's get it started right back, baby. Let's get it started right back. This is not over. Oh. I said, man, get your hands off my back.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. 5 yards to gain here on third down. Defense showing blitz. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
Come on,
They'll
man.
give him a yard on the play,
bro.
and that's going to make it fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rub their nose in it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A give to Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, it's Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ooh, this is a zone, guys. I messed it up.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun. A very good matchup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his side.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changed. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lance Dunbar, 49 yards. And the Cowboys add on. And his kick is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, you know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March. Now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there. Free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Man, come on with that weak defense,
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it up usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
I'm going to come back.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Able to find there, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis from 13 yards out. And the Redskins are able to get a score back. And it's up and good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You a sloppy drunk, huh?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Ohio. Let's go.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And a hit charted loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
3rd and long for Prescott. And it is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And here come the Redskins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
For Jordan Reed, Charles, still waiting for him to play a full complement of games. You know, through 4 seasons, he hasn't completed a full NFL schedule, but he's right up there in the argument for best tight end in the league.
He certainly is, and I don't think he can get a bigger compliment than I'm hearing from my friends in the scouting community who have all told me that those teams that are in the market for tight ends, when they're scouting now, they're all trying to find guys who have Jordan Reed characteristics. And I'm talking about route running, run after the catch, the ability to create and make bigger plays.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the offense, and now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, Prescott. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams as the first half is winding down. And the rout is on here in this first half. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First down, here's Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go up top again. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the...
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 2 quarters down, 2. Yeah, that's perfect. 2. Davis, deep. I gotta go.
He ain't getting 100 points from me. I haven't played enough.
Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Cousins. On the catch, it's Crowder. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder taking it in. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantage, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. A good pick up there at 22.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Hey, man, you think you about ready?
Fielded about a yard deep. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You know, you're playing really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. There's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Prescott.
You like to laugh at people.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make the play on first down.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will find his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys add on. And he knocks it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll go again with Kelly. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This is Kelly. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Cousins got a man and he hits him in stride. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting,
Montra, you
frankly.
ain't scoring no more, man.
I mean,
You taking field goals
size,
for
the
the rest of the
hands,
game.
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll pitch it to Kelly. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Okay, I will beat you next time.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and he moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Marshall. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. This one from 46 yards out.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Fighting through. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, but weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people
you might as
miss
well
an
put
open
all your
field.
picks up, you ugly duck.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 65 yards. And the Redskins are able to get a score back. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
All right, guys, we got to go and end this game. We ain't letting Montra get 100 points. We done been nice.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
What are you doing, Breeden? What are you doing?
Prescott on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl. Traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So they're operating in the red zone.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go.
Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided.
You can't beat me, Dwayne. Okay. Go to work and have his shirt tucked out.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there from 6 yards away. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Just remember that.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Are you mad?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A second down throw for Prescott. Finding time. He's going to wind up in the air. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line.
Oh, it's funny. The game's glitching,
He
dude.
came in off the edge so quickly there.
I'm telling you.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
You want to laugh and you get attacked? Here we go. I mean, I'm telling you it's glitching right now. I'm just being serious. You beating me. I'm not saying it because of that. It's glitching it. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, now. All right, man. You might get a pick on this because it is glitching. I'm not going to lie to you.
On third down, Cousins.
Here's game plan to put pressure on a quarterback. They often want...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first.
I'm losing regardless to this. Hold on. I'm not holding you. I'm just saying I'm losing regardless. I'm going to cut out the broadcast. Let me cut the broadcast.